Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Illmatic Games YouTube channel. And I am back after so much time. I've been away for so long, but I'm back. The reason why I've actually been away is simply because I've been doing other things. Other words is I've actually been making another game, but not on Roblox. I've actually been doing it on Minecraft. If you want to play that server, I would recommend doing it because it took over 2 years to build, and I decided to focus on that instead of Roblox, as Roblox was sort of delaying the delay. So yeah, if you want to check it out, in the description is the YouTube channel to Illmatic Craft. You can watch the trailer as well as watching how you can actually join the server if you're interested. It's Minecraft Bedrock Edition, but if you want to join it, then go ahead because it is really good, really fun to play as well, and I've spent over 2 years working on it, so hopefully you enjoy it. But anyway, that's basically where I've been, and I'm basically now back, and I want to really focus on Roblox now because obviously just like when I focused on Minecraft, I basically want to do the same thing here. I want to focus and I want to make games. Enough of me yapping, let's just get started in this first video and a new series I'm going to do. So obviously, because I haven't coded for so long, I need to find a new game idea that is going to be really easy. And I decided to, well, go back to this game that you see right here. Do you remember this game? This game was the first series I did on the YouTube channel, actually, building it from start to end. If you want to watch that, there's a link in the description to the playlist if you want to get updated. But basically, I want to go back to this game, but this time I want to recode it from the start and basically make this game look even better than what it is. I want to come back to this game and I really want to focus on the idea of trying to keep people playing and keep people from not leaving, and also most importantly get people joining back again. I also want to see if I can try and do the monetization side and try and see if I can get some Robux from this. Obviously that is a bit like ugh, but obviously if I want to continue this as my job, I do need to obviously monetize it. But anyway, let's get straight into this video on exactly what do I actually want to this game. Now, this game is pretty fun, but there is a lot of things that are bad about it and things I just want to change. Now, one of the things is that this game is basically you have to have 2 people online. If there's only one person, then it just says waiting for players, and that player is just going to wait there, and if no one else joins, that player will just leave. And that's the issue that we're going to have. So I want to make this game single player as well as multiplayer. Single player will only happen when there's one person in the game so they can do something. The multiplayer will happen when there's more than one person in the game. So yeah, so hopefully that makes it allow people, that one person, to obviously stay in the game so they can finally play with people. But we'll see about that. Also, the issue is that it's like, it gets quite repetitive because it's the same game mode. What I want to do is, in this new game I'm going to make, I want to add more than one game mode. I want to add different like mini game modes all in one. So every single round somewhat feels different. It doesn't feel like the same game mode over and over and over again. I also do want to add some really cool things to this, like maybe daily reward, playtime reward. Could even add like pets maybe that I used from my like last game. And overall, I just want to make this look better and just much more fun. Anyway, that is basically it. Obviously, when we go through this series, I'm just going to make it much more better. Obviously, we're going to improve just everything about it. Let's go straight into this video. And here we go. Here is the game. As you can see, obviously it's basically all gone, but we do want to basically work from this, and we want to see if we can just make a game. Obviously I'm going to start basically from scratch, and I just want to just make what I had before but better. Obviously I still have this whole game, but basically I'm just going to just make it better, make it more organized, and just overall, just as I said, just better. Now, to get started with this, I think before we do any coding, because I definitely want to focus on the coding and see if we can get it working, let's just make a block out of everything so we can sort of test it. So yeah, anyway, let's just get straight into that. So what we want to do is, let's just get rid of that. Actually, we do not need that. Let's add a new part, and we want to sort of figure out how this will look. Now, I have an idea for this basically, but simply I want to make one of them sort of lobbies that are in like quite some popular games like Knockout. You got Blaze table, all stuff like that, where basically you're at this lobby bit like here and the game is running off here instead of like a ring on my last one. Like here's a ring on my last one. Obviously if you were over here and you wanted to get to this side, you'd have to walk all the way around, but for this one it's all just in one place in a way. The game's right in front of you. I'm also obviously going to add a spectate system as well so you can watch people, but yeah, that's basically my idea. So yeah, anyway, let's do that. I want to do, let's go 150 and 25. I think that's a good size, I would say, for this, but again, I'm not really quite sure. Let's put this on one stud. There we go. So yeah, that's quite nice. And then obviously the game's basically going to happen right in front of us. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And then let's go and just, well, actually, let's actually make the first game mode. So what we want to do is, if we go back onto here, there is, I forgot where everything is, but I think in service, is it in replicated? No, it's in server storage, I think. Game folder, layers, there we go. So what we want to do is we want to take this size and basically want to just put it right there. So that is the actual tile. I think this is a good size. Also, let's anchor both of these. So yeah, I think this is a good size. I'm going to put this basically right here. There we go. And then I'm just going to copy another one. But instead, this is going to be right here. Oh, actually, no. 5, 1, 5. There we go. Right. So yeah, just like this. This is slightly smaller, and then let's just make this even bigger. Let's go and see if that's even better, and then we'll also go for 7 as well. And then basically we've got all the different sizes. They basically go up in size, and we're going to see what is the best size for this tile. Honestly, I must say I hate this new UI. I don't know where anything is, and that's the issue with this. Let's put the transparency, let's put it to there, and ta-da! Oh, I've just got rid of it. Okay, there we go. And then let's just play and see what this actually looks like. So there we go. So we're in here. So we've got this tile, which is it's not amazing. Like, I definitely would say that's way too small, maybe. And then you got this tile, which is not actually too bad. I quite like this size, actually. And then you got this tile, and then you got this tile. I think I might just stick with what I had before. I think this tile is actually a good size. So let's take this right here. Let's put that right there. And then let's put this on a white. And then let's put this at a darker color. There we go. And then let's copy this. And I need to duplicate it, not copy, because it puts on top. I know why that is, though. But anyway, and then actually I need to remember the shortcuts, actually, so I don't go on there. And then let's just put this right here. There we go. Let's actually organize things. So we'll put this in a folder right now, and we'll put this game. Oh no. Game. Wait, no. Game. And then right in here we'll put another folder, and we'll put there we go. Map. And then we'll put this right in here. I want to try and see if I can name everything so it's nice. And then we've got spawn base plate. There we go. That's quite nice, I would say. We'll put this in map as well, which is quite nice. So that's it. And then I want to make a new folder, but there we go. That is pretty nice, as you can see right there. So yeah, anyway, that is basically it in a way, I would say. I need to select everything. Yeah, it's already anchored. But yeah, that's basically it. And then we'll go into server storage. We'll add a new folder, and instead we're going to call this game mode maps. There we go. And then we're going to put this in here. And the idea of this is basically the game will take this and put it in there, or take it, choose a random game mode and put it in there, basically. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Anyway, that's basically it. So yeah, that is, and then what we want to do is we actually want to get rid of the base plate now. Goodbye. So yeah, there we go, that's it. And then if we play, I mean, nothing really will happen. Nothing will happen at all, but yeah, we basically have a base sort of thing. So yeah, which is pretty nice. Anyway, that is now done. So let's basically get onto the coding. So for the coding, let's put this back on here again. In fact, Yeah, in fact, yeah, let's take these. There we go. Okay, there we go. Fix that. I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to paste this, right? Let's put this back to one stud. Anyway, there's a multiple of these in one thing, but I've just gonna change that. Let's put this right here. There we go. Oh, which one is what? It's green. There we go. And then we'll put this basically right here, and we'll put this back in the thing because we don't need this. We're only going to focus on the. Okay, where's it gone? Oh wait, actually, never mind. Let's change the color of this because that's pretty difficult. There we go. Obviously, this won't be the final color. Wow, that red actually. It's fine. So we've got this, and I'm going to try and see if I can code this. So what my plan is, hopefully this will work, maybe. But my plan is to basically, I have a plugin. I don't know, of course, it's not on here. Okay, let's open this up. What we're going to do, we want to add a new tag, and we're going to do game 1 then. And then we're gonna select all these, and we're just gonna add the tag, and then there we go. And what we're gonna use is we're only gonna use one script, right, to basically do all the logic instead of before. What I did is if we go back to this before, you can see I basically added a script to every single one. I want to not do that this time. I want to only have one script, so if I edit the script, it will edit to all the tiles. Anyway, I'm gonna now do a time lapse of me hopefully coding this and making it work, and I'll come back when it works. Okay, so I've managed to actually get it working. I must say, not coding for a year, wow, that was difficult, but I still have it and I managed to get something working. So right here, we've got the 4 tiles. As you can see, there's nothing in them, except they have the tag right there using this plugin.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns